Hey guys, it's me, SlyGumbi, and welcome back to another video in my Regen recap series. For those of you who are new to these, I've basically been doing a recap vid every 2 generations with tips, tricks, and trends, and what say you, that I have experienced while grinding my way to max gen. Last night, live on stream, I hit Gen 8, and looking at my time played, 11 days, 12 hours, and 30 minutes. I would have to say that my leveling speed has dramatically slowed down. I was averaging about 1 gen every 24 hours, but now it seems that it's taking double that time. No idea why. Bueller. Alright, moving on. I'm now rocking the Stoic Orange camo on my pilot and Titan that is obtained from reaching Gen 8. I'll admit, I wasn't super excited about this color, but now it's growing on me and I kind of like it. Somebody last night said that I looked like I was wearing a hazmat suit. However, I cannot stress this enough, I cannot wait until Gen 9. Why, you ask? Because I will basically be able to run around in flamboyant, bright, neon, pink, awesome, orgasmic pink. Did I say awesome? So since there's still no stats available, and we're 2.5, almost 3 weeks in after release, I'm still stuck with kills and wins. If you direct your eyes to the lower right hand corner, I am now sitting at 7,912 kills and 505 wins. In regards to the pilot tactical ability, I'm still obsessed with Holopilot. Phase shift has been a lot of fun, stim as well, pulse blade's alright. Still can't figure out how to make AWOL work in my favor. Grappling hook and cloak are still meaningless to me. I have a lot of friends that still use them. There's some cool things that I've heard about grappling hook that I want to try out, but I'll get to that in a few. I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to have a lot of stuff to share in this video, like tips and tricks, things that I've learned. I was starting to feel like maybe wasn't really much new to learn. However, in my last video about the patch notes, I did learn, if you haven't seen it, there was a patch note about restocking your anti-Titan weapon when re-entering your Titan. So I've used that a couple times. That's actually a really handy trick. I don't like to always get in my Titan. Sometimes I typically let it walk around on its own like an idiot, and I chase down Titans with my anti-Titan gun, the Mega Launcher MGL. Another tip it came naturally to me. I was talking on stream last night, and some people thought that it was very clever. I'm sure some people already knew about it or already do it. If you're getting rodeoed and you have your gas, one of the most frustrating things to me about this game so far is the timing and this animated rodeo. It's just awkward. It's nothing like the first one. There was this dance between Pilot and Titan in the first one. There was different skills and tactics. You could really dance with your opponent. Whether or not you're going to get out of your Titan and shoot him in the back. If he knows you're doing that because the Titan starts to bend over, he could jump off, throw a satchel down, and try to... There was just all this cool stuff you could do. Cluster missiles into the wall and put your back into it. Now it's just this automatic, predetermined, set time animation, and you basically fall to the ground with the battery. Anyways, I think I've bitched about that in a previous video. So if you pop your smoke, sometimes it feels like they still get away with your battery. Like half the time sometimes. I started a while ago and it seems to work almost every time, regardless of my reaction to when I see the pilot rodeoing me, the little alert in your upper left hand corner that says, hey, you're being rodeoed. If you crouch down with your smoke while he's on your back, even if you're like a full 1/1000 seconds late on pressing your gas, crouch down, walk forward just like half a Titan's length. Basically, you are putting that pilot deeper down into the smoke and more centralized in it. So even if he's jumping off, if he does successfully yank your battery out and jump off backwards or strafe sideways off, he still has to clear out more smoke, versus if you're standing towards the top of your smoke gas, he can jump off clearly into the safe atmosphere. If you crouch down, he's sunk in, and they pretty much die every time. Rarely do they get the battery now. and I can just turn around, and usually it's literally at my ankles versus I'm having to chase them down to get it. So that's something that I started using that I was sharing last night. Maybe you guys didn't think about that. If so, disregard it. Another thing I've learned is air strifing out of and or off of Titans. So if you are in a detonating doomed state Titan and you're mashing the X button to get out, if you hold strifing left or right, so for most of you guys it's going to be your left thumbstick, left or right. I am awkward to play southpaw, so it's my right thumbstick. Whatever you use to walk sideways, if you hold it left or right and mash the jump button while you're ejecting, so you hit your X button 3 times, your pilot animation goes down, he grabs the joystick between his legs, hold to the side to start strifing, mash the jump button, and 9 times out of 10, you, instead of shooting straight up in the air, you will usually fly way off to the distance to the side. So that helps to get away from Ion with his auto aim assist insta-kill laser beam that I love so dearly. So that's something. You can also kind of get further distance when yanking batteries. I haven't done a lot of testing yet, but I swear that when I try the same thing when I'm pulling the battery out, you can't do it too early because you'll jump off without the battery. You got to make sure that you actually have the battery, not just the animation. There's a delay, but you can try it also, and it seems like I've been able to get up onto roofs and shoot off maybe twice the distance as normal by doing that same technique when taking a battery out of a Titan. Another thing that I read on Reddit the other day from one of the developers or one of the official Respawn guys, the PR guys that interact with the fans, he says one of his favorite things to do is grapple onto a leaving evacuation ship. So that's something that I want to try. I haven't tried it yet. You guys will have to let me know if it's possible or not. We had some guys today in the stream trying to do it, and it kept kicking them. It would break loose and they would fall. But if you can actually hang on to it and have it pull you across the map, if you can get a screenshot of it, not a screenshot, a video clip, that would be awesome. I would love to see it. I just want to see it. It sounds funnier than hell. Another thing that somebody told me a couple days ago that now I do every chance I get is if the enemy evacuation ship is within double jump space, you can jump in with the enemies. It's hilarious. They get in there and you can't, they're locked in an, when they sit down and jump in and teleport in, they're locked in animation, so you can't see them turning or anything, unfortunately. But if they happen to turn and shoot you, the kill cams are hilarious. Like I had this guy last night, I jumped in, we were all laughing on stream. I'm sitting running back and forth through all the enemy pilots, and I'm shooting them, blood's coming out of their heads. I obviously can't kill them because they're immune when they're in the ship. But then I died randomly, watched the kill cam, and the dude looked at me and he looked to his right, looked to his left, I'm on his left side, pops a shot, my blood comes out, and he pops 3 more and I die. So it was just hilarious. The fact that we could actually get in, and the way that he was testing the waters on confused, like, is this a bad guy? Is this a good, what? Who's this dude running around? Why can't I run around him? And yeah, he killed me. It was funny. We were laughing. Another goofy thing that I've been doing, because I hate people that sit on rooftops with the A-wall. I hate people that sit in hallways with the A-wall. I hate the A-wall. There's a lot of us Titanfall guys that kind of feel the same way. It promotes camping, and Titanfall is this momentum-based, free running, wall running, double jumping, speed, keep your momentum up. I mean, even in the tutorial, they've got a speedometer that shows how fast you're going. So, I don't know, it's funny. It cracks me up. I was playing with some buddies that I met a couple weeks ago in stream. I play with them regularly now, and we were doing pilot versus pilot, and he was using the A-wall. Dude, he cracked me up. I was giving him so much shit for it, and he's just taking it and dishing his own stuff back. Just like I've got buddies that use grappling hook and cloak, and I toss them so much crap, and they toss it right back. So anyways, he told me that he was behind an A-wall, kind of joking. He's like, guess what I'm standing behind? Stopped what I was doing, looked for his green nameplate, ran across the rooftops, electric smoke. Boom! So now he can't see. Now he has to leave. So every time that he'd throw an AWOL down, I would be right there to drop smoke on him. I do that to players also, regardless if they're in my squad, if I know them, if they're a blueberry, doesn't matter. If I see an AWOL, the smoke hits it. Another cool thing that I did, since I've been running, I'm kind of bored, so I always do weird things now that I get, I got almost 12 days played. I'm running the boost, roll the dice, right? So I get boosts super early. It takes like 36 points to get a boost. It's random though. I could get a rewind or a phase rewind. Then I can get a smart pistol. Then I can get a pilot turret. Then I can get amped weapons. They all cost 36 and they keep stacking. So I ended up getting the blue particle wall. And he was sitting behind his A wall, and I ran up and I was like, "Hey, check this out." And he's like, "No more smoke, man." I was like, "Fine, no smoke. Check this out." And I threw my particle wall facing his A wall, and so he could not shoot out of it. He could shoot out of his, but then it would hit the front side of mine and not go anywhere. So he was stuck. We were all laughing. I was probably teary-eyed. I was laughing so funny. I didn't know it was gonna work, and it worked. I threw it down. It was perfect, symmetrical. Nose to his, and it was funny. Anyways, it's pretty much all I have to point out. Things that I've been doing since Gen 6. Something else that I don't know if I've gone over or not that just popped in my head. Guns like the alternator and the Volt and I believe the flatline that have the center dot and the left arrow, right arrow, open alligator, closed alligator, whatever you want to call it, on either side of it. Those guns are typically really efficient at hip firing. If you ADS with the flatline assault rifle, it kicks left and right so bad. If you ADS with the alternator, it kicks left to right so bad. They still kick left to right when you hip fire, but god damn, they are accurate when you hip fire. I feel like I'm playing Halo, dude. It's awesome. I was watching another guy, Darkness429 on Twitch earlier, who's huge into Titanfall and Battlefield and other games, but he started streaming a few years back on Titanfall, and it's one of his games, right? So he uses the Volt, and he just hip fires all day long. He just hip fires. I don't know. I haven't really tried hip firing with the Volt. I hip fire a lot with the alternator, and I actually prefer hip firing with the alternator over ADSing. I tend to miss a lot more shots ADSing with the alternator. So when I go back and work on the Volt, because I'm gonna give it some more play. I think it's only Gen 3 right now, and then my flatline is only Gen 2. I'm gonna go back and play with those eventually. But I'm gonna focus on using hip fire on those. But that's it. I got nothing more. If I come up with some more stuff by Gen 10. I'll make another one, but I'm probably going to hold off until I hit Gen 11, which is when you get your final black camo to make another video. But once again, I stream on Twitch pretty much every day, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We go for about 6 hours. I'm active with chat. We're answering questions. I do goofy loadouts when people want to see stuff. They made me do some sniper crap last night. Oh, it was horrible. Horrible. Wanted to cry. I play with people. If we're not full at the time, I get people in all the time. If we're full, I create a waiting list. I don't put people on timers. So we got that. Head over to twitch.tv/SlyGumbi. Toss me a follow if you want. It'll shoot you alerts when I go live. You can follow me on Twitter. I always post updates on when I'm going live there. Last but not least, put some comments down. If you're new to the channel, I converse heavily with my viewers and their comments. I enjoy talking to people. I get constructive criticism. I get positive remarks. I get negative remarks. All of the above. Anyways, I'm rambling. I tend to do that. So until next time.